Self mastery. I appreciate it so much. I'm Gary. I'm here to be your reader, and I really love my job. Welcome to Cancer Season, people. This is going to be a very good reading for Cancer. We're going to talk about what you can explore during this season, what you can expect, things like that. I have already meditated the cards, cleansed the table. I'm going to do clarifications on this too, okay? So let's talk this out. What can you explore during Cancer season? All right, what can you explore? What can you release during this season? What wants to change during Cancer season? What will help you the most? What will you create? What will you learn? What could get in your way? What needs your support? And the overall energy. And I'm loving this. It's the Queen of Cups. The overall energy in Cancer season for you is the Queen of Cups. Man, come on, think about that. That's pretty heavy, isn't it? Congratulations already. So we'll put this over here. Again, I'm grateful, very grateful. This is very exciting. But you have the Queen of Cups as the overall energy, and that is just dominant in your emotion, in your water. Just, I sense right now in your walk, in your Cancer season, your emotions are going to be tapping. They're going to be tapping, but they're tapping with more of a mature aspect. You're seeing things and you're feeling things that you have felt before, but I am sensing that there are going to be waves of clarity. Waves of clarity, okay? So, what can you explore? You're going to be exploring justice in Cancer season. You're going to be exploring the weight of things that you've had now being able to, things are not going to be as heavy. It's almost balanced. There's justice happening. And things that were light as a feather might weigh a little bit more, but things that were solid as a rock are going to weigh less. You see what I'm getting there? There's a balance. That's what we're getting with justice. And there's a lot of, I'm also sensing a lot of fire behind this. I don't know why, but there is a lot of passion behind this. And the emotional strength that you're going to be carrying throughout Cancer season is in its emotion, is in water. But with the justice card there, there's a balance to it, okay? Um, Again, the scales, the scales in your life are balancing out. That's beautiful here. So what can you release during Cancer season? The Page of Swords. Now, with my Page of Swords, what are you releasing here? There's some information. There's communication things that you're going to be dealing with. It's not going to be too heavy. You're releasing one major thing I'm sensing here that you're going to be releasing in Cancer season is there's a communication problem I'm sensing, which some people, it could be your friends, it could be your lover, it could be whatever. But there's going to be a release of that, what I'm going to call baby talk, immature talking, immature communicational aspect, immature handling of maybe a conversation. That's going to be released. You might be letting it go through justice. It's like, you know what? I'm really tired of this BS. I'm really tired that we cannot have a discussion like adults. I'm tired that we can't communicate correctly. And with the little pagey here, little pagey. I don't like the pagey when it comes to my swords, but I am sensing that the things that used to bug you verbally, those little daggers, those little missiles that used to bother you in communication, that's going to be released during Cancer season. I'm going to stick with that one, okay? What wants to change? The Nine of Swords. That wants to change always. Your Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's no more late night thinking. You've made your decision with this emotion with the Queen of Cups here. You're able to handle this waves of emotion. Like I said, the flow of maturity and what will be changing is these Nine of Swords nights, these Nine of Swords moments where you're thinking too much, where you're thinking too internally, where you're not. I want you to take a look at this card, okay? If you can focus in on that. What is the main aspect here? The person is by themselves. There is somebody looking in. What's going to change is you're going to be able to share these swords. You're going to be able to share through communication, through the air, through the knowledge that you're receiving. You're going to be able to share it with somebody. It's not just you. You there's one thing I'm really sensing here, and that is the fact of you're always feeling like someone's looking into your life. Okay? Looking in. Not helping, just looking in. Like almost being spied on in everything you do, that's going to change. And again, with the Page of Swords here, which I'm liking these swords, it's really interesting that communication and a lot of movement. A lot of movement through air. I'm sensing this. I'm also seeing clouds moving away, pushing away. And that's where the Justice card comes in too. What's going to help you the most during this season? The Emperor. The Emperor's going to help you the most. Yeah. That's stability. Stability, your belief in something, your belief in what you built, the control, the command you have over your life, your emperor energy. Mm, that's going to help you the most. That is a beautiful card here. The fact that you can sit in what you have built, in what you have created, the fact that you can sit there and command it, that's what's going to help you the most. During these Nine of Swords nights, when you sit back and you see and you feel what you have done, what you have created before, prior to Cancer season, that's what's going to help you the most through this. Again, we are created beings. It's our job to create. I am sensing a creative energy with this Emperor. So if you are creating, you stick with it. You keep creating. It's going to help you the most. That creation gets you out of the Nine of Swords. You know why? Because you're not thinking back to what has happened. With Emperor energy, you're always thinking forward. You don't have time to think back, to ruminate in that element. And that's where where the Queen of Cups comes in. That's what we talked about, that mature emotion, that mature handling of the waves of maybe discomfort, failure, etc. With Emperor there, Emperor doesn't look back. When you're building a kingdom, you build the kingdom. You don't look back to, oh my gosh, I really wish I would have done a pillar there. You're 5 steps ahead of that. That's what's going to help you the most. I love it. I love it. So, what will you create now that we have this? You're going to be creating an Ace of Pentacles, one big fat butt pentacle. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. You're creating something new. And I'm going to go as to far as saying during Cancer season, you're going to create a new image of yourself through the Emperor energy, through the Justice card. I think you are going to see yourself in a different image. And that's what I'm saying. Again, we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify these, but this is what the overall table is telling us, okay? What are you going to learn? High Priestess. You're come on, people. This reading is kicking butt already. You're going to learn that always trust in your intuition. Look at this major, 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 right on the top end with a brand new. You're going to learn to trust your intuition and know that the fact that all the hidden things that were in you are coming out in Emperor energy. You're going to learn that the veil you had on prior to Cancer season is an old veil. I see this changing of veil. I see this dusty veil that is actually being thrown in the dumpster and a new veil being hung. But for some reason, this veil's more transparent, translucent. You can see through it. It's flowing. It's flowing with all your creation. And again, the High Priestess here is part of the creation energy too. Whew. Nice. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. So, what's going to get in your way during Cancer season is the wheel. That means if you go back to the same stuff you're always going round and round about, the same things, the same cycles, the same patterns, the same thought process, Nine of Swords, all that. Let's go with this. Two wheels. You got the wheel here and you got this big butt pentacle. You see that? Okay, there are two wheels. This pentacle is the new beginning. The wheel. This is a new wheel. That's exactly what we're sensing here, okay? It's a new wheel. So, what could get in your way is your same patterns that you have not changed. The same patterns that keep you going round and round and round, and that is rumination. And there is a pattern. There's a pattern. And maybe through this justice card, you're going to feel that. It's like, okay, I can do this now. I can do this now. The Nine of Swords no longer being the strength holding you, okay? What's going to need your support? The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. That's going to need your support. That's simple to me right now. Your support is based on knowledge, gaining knowledge, being studious, uh, putting your nose to the grindstone. Anything you have going on, and this does not have to mean it's pentacle based. This just means that once you got this Ace of Pentacles here and you got the 8 here, okay? Well, you can add that. That'll go with the 9. That's your obtainment of it. We know that. You can only obtain the 9 of Pentacles by studying and by being very studious and being tenacious. I'm getting that too. Nonstop. If you want something bad enough, if you want this Ace of Pentacles bad enough, you're going to get it. The Emperor knows how to get it. The Emperor will get it. That's the thing. It's not the fact that he knows how to get it. It's the fact that he will get it. This wheel is a very strategic point right now in Cancer season for you. And the reason being, and I am getting that you can either stay in the center of this wheel and you're not going to move. It's real safe. It's like center of the hub. Once you get out of your comfort zone, that's when the turbulence happens, like a tornado. And some people go back into the center of it just to be safe. But your old patterns must die. They must die. All right, let's clarify. Universe, thank you so much. I love it when my cards start to spill out everywhere every time I try to shuffle. Oh, my hands. They just can't handle shuffling sometimes. Although I did shuffle already, I just want to do some more. So let's clarify this energy. The Queen of Cups during Cancer season comes in with a Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, I sense is when it's clarified with the Page and the Queen, you might feel new about these emotions. Something new, some new emotion, some new sprout of, I never felt this before. This new me, this new Ace of Pentacles, you know? This new me, this new excitement, this new air about it. I'm for some reason I'm sensing, I'm smelling fresh air. I'm smelling fresh flowers. There's just something nice about it. Something new, something young, something that you haven't felt before maybe. That could be the case. We'll go back to this. Okay. So what are you going to explore to start with? Your justice. Let's explore that justice with the Chariot. Bam. Not only that is it coming in fast, but the Emperor can't the Emperor travels through the Chariot. I love it. So yeah. So you're exploring this injustice. That this justice is going to happen quick, and I'm calling it during your Cancer season. All right. Now a friend of mine sent me a text making sure I know the dates totally, but it's June 22nd through the July 21st. So what you have here is I'm sensing that you're exploring this during this time. So maybe this reading is just good through then. I don't know. I think it's all timeless. By the way, that friend's Jordan. She sent me. She's like, dude, don't forget, this is the date. I'm terrible with them. She's the astrologer on that. So anyway, we got the chariot there with justice. Quick, fast. Emperor energy behind it too, okay? I'm loving it. What else can we have with this justice card? What else can we have with this? The page of swords again. Yep. We have two pages of swords here. That means there is definitely a communication issue. Justice through communication, swift and efficiently. And I still sense it that whoever you're trying to communicate with, or whatever this communication is young, it's immature. It, the energy I get here is like this, it's young and immature, and it can't handle professional talk, adult talk. It's almost like you have to speak in goo goo gaga in this, but you're going to get justice from it during the season. So we talked about this. What can be released? Well, we already talked about that. The goo goo gaga. What can be released? The fact of you're moving on. Chariot, justice. You're moving on. The Three of Pentacles. Yep. All right. So what can be released? Well, with the Three of Pentacles here, an old collaboration that can be released during this time. That's what I'm getting. It's a young. See, that's what I mean. The collaboration here just never matured, never manifested to something larger. It always stayed in that page energy. And you're releasing that. It's an old collaboration, not as much sexual as it was. Look, we got a project to do. We've got this to do. It could have been, with a business partner, or it was definitely a business pinnacle relationship. I'm not sensing any kind of romance during this. It was more of a business exchange, but that's going to be released. It just never, ever grew to something you wanted it to. It could have went to knight. It could have went to the queen. It could have went to the king, but it always stayed in page energy. Good. I am feeling very good about this. All right. We got the Eight of Wands. Chariot, Eight of Wands, flying out. This new season, this month for you is going to go by so fast, it's not even going to be funny, okay? But you're releasing this energy, this old energy with the power of the Eight of Wands flying out. You got the Queen of Cups here, which I'm totally banking on that. It's like your new emotional pattern, your new emotional structure is not going to tolerate the pagey stuff anymore. You understand? So when you're releasing it, it's going to be released with the energy and the power of passion. It's released. Just can't hang. This old collaboration. All right. What wants to change? Well, we already talked about that. We have the Nine of Swords, that internal mind crap. Nine of Swords again. Come on, people. The universe just told you that's done. What wants to change? So either you are absolutely tired of the rumination, or the universe is literally saying it's tired of it. You're tired of it. When you have two Nine of Swords in the same position with two different decks, that's lottery odds. I'm very astonished by this, but I also have to maintain my professional attitude about it. But that's what wants to change. Oh my gosh. That is cool. Not only does it want to change, it's seriously crazy. Whew, with that. I almost want to numerically, we've got two nines. I love it. Okay, here we go. The Ten of Pentacles. All right. What wants to change? Now it's the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay. All the thought that you had in the Nine of Swords based on this old pagey collaboration, right? You have two Nine of Swords here saying, man, yeah, it's over with, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you thinking that this relationship here was always going to manifest into a 10 of pentacles, into something mature, an element that has changed. It's not the case anymore. That old energy is pagey. It can't happen. It's done through the justice card. You've learned that you've balanced out all those thoughts. You balanced out your scenario. You looked at it and you're like, what? No, you have wonderful balance now. Chariot energy. I mean, come on. And the page of swords, meaning this thought, this new thought it just came to you. A little page. It's sprouted. That's what we got. I love this. What's going to help you the most? The Emperor. Let's cross. The Eight of Swords. Yeah. Untying the shackles, releasing your eyes, seeing things the way they are, and then treating it with your Emperor energy. That's what's going to help you the most here. Totally. There's a lot of swords here in Cancer season. I think there was communication gaps. It's really interesting, but the Eight of Swords helping you the most, breaking through those shackles, that chain. I'm also thinking too with the Nine of Swords that the majority of this was self-inflicted. You did put yourself into this prison. Don't know why. Maybe it was because the Page of Swords, this communication, you never could communicate correctly. You are always stuck in this page of communication. So if you can never expand or build anything larger than a page, it seems like you become in a cage. You're actually talking to yourself at that time, which does create the Nine of Swords. Gosh, I hate this. All right. So here we go again. The Star. What's going to help you the most is the Star, is your prize. The thing that you wished upon. That's what's going to help you the most during Cancer season. Remember, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. The Emperor knows who he is. You understand? So this judgment, this chariot going faster and faster into your, and I hate using the word manifestation, but the point is you have been building something. Eight of Coins, big butt pentacle, new beginning. This is going to be beautiful when we get down here, and I just it's going to be very special when I get here. But I am sensing something huge. But your star, what's going to help you the most is the Star, and I can't reiterate this enough. I want you to look at the reflection of what you have built, what you have grown, what you have manifested, what you have produced, what you have created. I want you to look at that with your reflection in it. That is all you're doing. That's your star. Okay. And with justice, with the equal balance, when you have justice and those equal scales are equal. Also, with the star, I sense that what you have poured in from your heart and poured in from your emotion and poured in from your reality and all that stuff is equal too. It's catching up to itself. Okay. So, what will you create? We talked about that, the big butt pentacle. You created the big new beginning, something huge, something. This pentacle here is larger than an oak tree. This deer is a massive 12-point buck. This is maturity. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Three of Wands. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. You're creating with the Three of Wands here, you're moving out of an old creation, Three of Pentacles, right? This old collaboration with something new, creating something new. Uh, Again, you could go with standing on the shore, but I'm saying that this is a absolute new creation that's coming into you. A lot of the times people read the Three of Wands as the boat is coming away, but I'm getting this because we have an Ace of Pentacles here. it's a new beginning coming into you. So your ship is coming in with passion based on your passion. So we're keeping that, okay? But that's the first clarifier, and I like that. And only I can only say that because we have the Ace of Pentacles, meaning your new beginning. Okay, here we go. The Hermit. Okay, now when we're creating, we have the Hermit energy. Okay, now this is not a solitary element. This is more of an eternal reflection. We've talked about reflection over here with the star. So you have an illumination on yourself. You could have been alone prior to this, okay? You've been alone prior to this. You've got this little flame in your heart that's gotten bigger and bigger. And I believe now with the Three of Wands, with the passion, your heart, the flame becomes larger. That hermit that used to be by itself, everything that was he was thinking, again, Nine of Swords, has now been illuminated. This is not a necessary hermit structure to where you're by yourself or you're in hermit mode. This is what I'm sensing here. This is more of that lantern. Your path is being lit for you. So I want you to think of a hermit energy over the valley, on the mountain. And if you're in the valley right now, that lantern he's holding is illuminating your path. The Three of Wands with that passion, okay? With the big butt pentacle. I want you to stick with that, okay? So we have what will you learn? What will you learn? What was the High Priestess? Well, you're learning that your intuition is balls on. We know that. We're learning that things that were hidden are now coming to manifest. We also learn that the veil that she is shrouded behind is becoming more transparent, translucent. Justice again. Oh my gosh. So what will you learn? Justice. Mhm. The universe wants you to know during Cancer season that you will get the justice that you deserve and desire. But also, you also know deep down with the High Priestess that the decision you made has done all this for you. See, again, she's two. She's your first decision. She is it, you know? I always said that she's the one that created your first memories. Without memory, you can't move on. You can't take the tools from the magician. You can't take those tools for you to walk on your path without memorizing how to use them or memory from why you're on the path to begin with. With justice here, it's clearing the way. You do know why you're on the path. You do know what you have been working with. It is not hidden anymore. So justice prevails. It always prevails, but this is your justice. I love it. I love it. Universe, tell us more. Six of Swords. What an intense card. Oh my God. You're going to learn that moving on. You're going to learn that moving on is the time. You're going to learn that maybe the moving on in the past was difficult. You had all these thoughts in your brain with the Nine of Swords. You didn't trust your intuition. But now with the Six of Swords here, with justice, bam, you are so completely fine with yourself. Ten of Pentacles, no more nine of Swords. You're so completely fine with yourself. You're trusting your intuition that you can move on, but you're moving on through justice. You're moving on through equal. It's okay. You're clear for takeoff. There's no judgment. There's no bad. There's no bad karma with this because justice is behind the Six of Swords moving, okay? There is no bad karma. A lot of people think that, you move on and you're going to be weeping in the boat or the people weeping for you and all that. This is justice. This is something has been happening for a long time, okay? Okay. 7. What could you get away with? You know you can't get in the way of the wheel. You know you can't get away with the wheel when it's in your life and you still go in that same patterns, okay? So what can get in your way? We discussed that. Your same patterns, your same rumination, your thought process, the things you always do that never seem to change. Your attempt at doing the same thing and expecting a change. The moon. Oh my God. Oh man. What could get in your way? The moon. Yes, you going back into your shadows. It's safe in the shadow, isn't it? It's dark. I'm sensing someone, Nine of Swords here. It's always safe. You got the blinds down. Little rainy day. It's dark. Oh, it's so easy to sleep. It's so easy to stay there in your poo poo mode, and that could get in your way. And not one thing I'm getting, and this is good. This is good. Okay, with the High Priestess and the moon getting in your way. The moon getting in your way. There's a false illumination that you've always seemed to go to, and I'm sensing like insect. You know those night insects that always like to go, moths and everything, to the lamp. So what we have here with the Hermit card, you could see false illumination. Uh, it could be anything. It could be believing a lie that you used to believe in. Again, with the wheel here, the same process. It could be believing that something's going to change. Again, let's go back to the wolf and the dog. Okay, one is domestic, one is wild. The wolf's always going to be wild. Okay, that will not change. So you thinking that the wolf is going to change to be more domesticated, or you think that your domesticated dog's going to go wild. Well, there you go. I'm sensing that the moon, there's a mirror. I want you to look into the right mirror. It's plain as Jane. It's telling you right there, get out. The moon is the opposite of the sun. So get into the light and get out of the false illumination of your old hopes, of your old dreams, of your old, why didn't it work? Why didn't it work? How That's what I'm getting here. And because it didn't work for you, you're constantly wanting to make it work for you. And that is false illumination. All right. So what needs your support? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Study, studious. And I'm definitely saying you be tenacious in the Cancer season. Two of Cups. What needs your support? Two of Cups. It's that emotional partnership. It's two cups working as one. Two cups, a decision to where you have balanced emotion. Okay? The Queen of Cups holds the Ace of Cups, right? What I see here, she pours out the Ace of Cups into two equal measures, justice, into two new cups. There was a decision made that I'm going to share my emotion. I'm going to share this experience. Going to share my studious element, working toward something, okay? Working toward the Ace of Pentacles here. So you have the Two of Cups. That needs your support. Yeah, you support it. That's coupled, okay? Coupled emotion. All right. And the spread is the Queen of Cups, people. What needs your support? The Queen of Cups, our master energy. This thing just went full circle, full wheel. And oh my gosh, there's a reason. If I were to go backwards on this, we still get the Queen of Cups in the final position. The Two of Cups here, what could get in the way is that I'm not moving it. This is the way the universe wanted this to happen. It wanted me to goof here. This is going to be interesting to see this card. So you have the Queen of Cups need your support. It's emotional. It's emotional stability. The Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the High Priestess. Okay, There's an intuitive nature. There's a flow you have to be in Cancer season. And it's the flow of emotion, it's the flow of water. That needs your support. Also, too, to me, the Queen of Cups rises above the petty feelings that you would have. Again, she gets the order from the king, and then she makes it happen. She delegates this. And I'm thinking that as you receive emotions that are pagey, that might not be at your level, you can delegate those away from you. You can delegate those away from you. All right. Oh, let's go back to the 7 here. What could get in your way? The last card. What could get in your way? Clearing it up. The King of Cups. The Moon, the Wheel, and the King of Cups. So, what we have here with the King of Cups, what could get in your way, and this is beautiful how this fell into this position, how the universe wanted this to happen. The King of Cups has all this emotion, he's controlling it. But because it's all in himself, because he is the master of it, he never shares it. He's mastered it. So he doesn't share his emotional thing. Okay? He doesn't share it. You're going through a wheel, you're spinning around through Cancer season. You could have self illumination, self opposite of how you see things, and you don't discuss it or you don't address it with more of an open, queenie cup kind of way. But in Cancer season, having the both King and Queen of Cups, oh my God, you've got it. I'm telling you, this is insane. So I am definitely going with the Moon. How you could hide in your shadow with the Queen of Cup and with the King of Cup energy, not discussing it with anybody because you think you can handle it, and no one knows what you're thinking, how you're feeling, because you're so stoic, and that can get in your way. That could totally get in your way. I'm gonna do another clarifier with the main energy. 6 of Wands. So there is victory over this, a victory over the passion that you put in to what you're working on. So already there's a victorious energy. You can sense it, you can see it. And I got a gut feeling a lot of you out there listening have had their justice. Really have had it. And you're seeing it. And it's all working for you. And if you want more information, just like, share, subscribe. You can reply to me. I always reply to whoever takes the time to give me their energy. I give you my energy, and I hope you can give me yours. But I hope this found you well. I am so happy you stopped in today. And other than that, I'm closing this reading out. I thought it was excellent. And congratulations and enjoy Cancer season. Bye bye.